I don't know about you, but I'm a huge fan of crazy text effects. I was just playing around in Photoshop trying to recreate some of the ones that I've seen, and I came up with this. You can follow along with me by clicking the link down below where you can get the free project file. The best part about this is that it's editable, so you can edit it, change the text anytime you like. Okay, number one, go to A4. Let's just do an A4 poster. I'm going to choose this nice dark black color here, and I've got this texture that is just here. I created it from an image in Unsplash. We'll just bring that in, turn it to screen, bring the opacity to about there. We don't want it to be fully black in the background. Let's just lock that. Next, we're going to type in a text, and I'm going to show you a really cool feature about Photoshop. Slick. Let's just type in slick. I don't know how slick this is. We'll also go bold. I'm choosing Nohimi at the moment. This font is Unreal. Let's just center that across everywhere. Okay, stop. Before you do anything else, we actually need to make sure that this is editable. And I don't just mean smart objects. We're going to do something slightly different. We're going to right click, and yes, we are going to go to smart object. So right click smart object. If you don't know what that does, it essentially means that when you double click on that, we can still edit this in a new sort of tab. So any changes we make to this layer won't affect the original, so it's very non-destructive. But the only problem with smart objects is that if we wanted to create a few of them, they will generate different instances of that one text file, so you can't change them all very easily. So what if we want to just be able to double click and change the text easily and for it to apply across many layers? Then we need to create a linked smart object. Now to do this, right click on the smart object, or even go into the properties panel here. If you don't see that, it's in Windows and properties. We're going to say convert to linked, and it's going to do this crazy thing. It's going to ask us to save it somewhere. We're just going to say in this folder, text file. Now you'll see that there's a little link icon on there, and that means it's worked. Okay, this is where the fun really happens. We're going to create a few copies of this and do some messing around. Command J always duplicates it. We're going to just copy it once or twice. I don't know, once, it's fine. Hide the bottom one here, select the copy, and we're going to go up to filter and down to liquify. You all know what liquify does, is it just messes around with the text a lot, and we're going to just mess around with it as much as possible. Not too much so it goes too crazy, we just want it to work. Just want to get some tiers of text coming down. And the way that I'm doing this is I'm just like, sliding it down ever so slightly. I'm not going too crazy with it. I'm just being very careful. But if you do mess up, it's fine. You can go back by going to the reconstruct tool, and it'll take you back. Okay, so we'll just bring this down slightly. I'm trying to keep the lines quite vertical here. Awesome, I like that. The next thing we're going to do is go to blur. Now this blur is slightly different to normal Gaussian blurs or any other blurs like motions. We're going to go to filter, blur gallery, not blur, but blur gallery, and then go to field blur. Now this allows us to select certain points in the text or the file that you're blurring to blur. So you see this point, we can drag this down here, and we've got this slider, and we can increase the blur. However, if we just do this, then all of it gets blurred. So we need to make another point. We're going to make another point up here, and you can see that I can set the blur as a gradient. It's kind of like a mesh that you use in Adobe Illustrator. But the general rule of thumb is you want it to be less blurry at the top and more blurry at the bottom. So in these little parts here, we're going to create some big blur like so. I kind of like that. So we're just going to press OK. Okay, there's the first bit done. The next thing we're going to do is repeat that process, but change a few things. So hide the first one, go down to the bottom one, bring that back, go to filter, liquify, and we're just going to do the same thing. It's important to have a couple of different ones here to make this effect look cool. Bring that down. We're going to go to the blur again. The reason why I'm not copying it over exactly is because the differences is what's going to be seen. So blur, blur gallery, field blur. Same again, just get all these parts real blurry. Now the cool thing about the field blur is that we've got a lot of different variables on the side. We've got like light bokeh that we can adjust and change. We've even got the bokeh color, but I'm not really focused too much on that right now. I just want to get these parts to work pretty nicely, but you can't really go too wrong with this. If you think you've gone a bit wrong or you want to change it slightly on the liquify or the blur, because it's a linked smart object, nothing really is final, nothing is destroyed, and you can go back and edit it. So you see liquefy here, we're going to double click on that and press OK, that's fine. And we'll just bring this down ever so slightly and boom, it is there. Okay, this is where things go crazy. Let's start with blending options. So right click, blending options. We're going to create an outer glow. Now I've already got a preset here because it made it easier for me, but essentially we want a bit of noise. We want it to be not too opaque. So opacity is set to around 30 because we're going to be doubling these over. We want the size to be pretty good, and I've chosen a pink. Pink and blue, so cyan and magenta, work really well. It gives it the futuristic feel. But with the inner glow, we want it to look like it is, glowing from the outside, and also it's a light source. So that's the reason why we're doing the inner glow. Now, before I go into the next bit, I just want to thank FreshBooks for sponsoring this video. There's a lot to love about being your own boss, but trying to figure out your financials on your own or becoming an overnight accountant isn't one of those things. Luckily, there's FreshBooks, the all-in-one easy-to-use accounting solution that's built for business owners like you. FreshBooks is an easy-to-use accounting and invoicing software that makes it easy and simple to send invoices and receive multiple payments. Plus, it keeps your income and expenses organized so you won't be begging your accountant for the help the day before your taxes are due. It has everything you need to manage your books, like invoicing, expense and time tracking, automated payments and reports that tell you just how healthy your business is. And right now there's a brand new offer just for subscribers of the channel. So head over to the link in the description, click it and get a 90% discount off your first 4 months subscription with FreshBooks. Okay, now that we've done the first one, we need to go ahead and do the second. But an easier way of doing it is by right-clicking on Slick and copying the layer style. So copy layer style, we're going to paste the layer style in, but if we double click back in, we're going to change the color very easily just down to a nice blue-green, just slightly green on both. They don't need to be exact. Mess around with it. Now, when you've done that and you select both of them to come back, you get this really cool image, but it's not finished yet. We're going to right click these and we're going to go ahead and convert to smart object. I'm going to duplicate the first one and get rid of it. Then I'm going to take these two and convert them to a smart object. I'm going to duplicate it again. Now with this new copy, we're going to create some noise. So we're going to go to filter noise and add some in. I just choose a little bit, like so, just to make it look good. You can see in there we want it to have a bit of noise. It gives it that more textured feel. Then we're going to duplicate it, so Command J. You'll see it looks a bit weird, so what we'll do is in the blending options, from blend mode, go from blend and then down to linear burn, and that will create more contrast in these colors for us. Looks pretty good already. For even more texture, we can bring in a paper texture like so. Just bring it in, press OK. We're going to just bring this to the front. I got this paper texture of Unsplash. Then we can just go ahead and multiply it in, and it will give it that time look. So it looks like it's underneath the paper where it's been printed on top, and it makes the colors a bit more muted. The whites are all off-white. It's really nice. So now what we're going to do is check to make sure that this is all fully editable still. So we're going to double click this and we're going to put in nice, because that's what this text is, and we're going to save that. And when we come back, you'll see that it's actually taken hold of the change there too, which is great. I do prefer the slick one here. Now all that's left is to group these, or you can merge them, but I would just group them. Call them main type. I'm going to bring it to the middle. We can bring an adjustment layer in, so you can't see it, but I'm going to bring in a curves. And what we can do is throughout the whole document, we can add more contrast, take it away if we need to as well. We can even go crazy like this and create really wild abstract colors, which I don't think we should do. I think getting that brightness down ever so slightly will give it a nicer look. And voila, you have your text effect. This can be done with any text effect too, and it's just really fun to play around with, create some posts, or if you just need some sort of title, this is it. If you enjoyed the video, then please press the like, subscribe, and share the video with your friends or on social media. It does help out. But before you go, make sure that you consider checking out this video here, because I heard that it's pretty good.